just through I work in advertising. Like, I know that video games are tested, studied to be addictive. They find out what methods work best, what methods don't work, whether we put you in a position of finding this object. Well, if the object is random, then you're more likely to spend more time trying to get it. And because it's random, you can brag to somebody else that you got it and they don't have it, because there's a 5% chance that you can get it. And they don't have it because they haven't gotten that 5% chance yet, but you did. So you're better than them. You've succeeded where they have failed. You've spent 30 hours to get it where they've only been able to spend 10 and they didn't get it. But then you also feel desperate and despondent and heartbroken when you spend 40 hours trying to get this 5% object and they spent 1 hour and they get it because they got it on the first try, and you've tried 40 times and you still haven't gotten it. The average amount of time spent watching television a day in America is 4.5 hours. And that doesn't include second screen time, which is only increasing every year with iPads and iPhones essentially on top of that. So you're watching 4.5 hours of TV, and then you're spending an average of 6 hours on your phone or on your iPad. So it's including that time in there of whatever. It's ridiculous. Hi, my name is Mark Wampler. I have a group of 8th grade boys, the majority of whom go to TCA, but we've got lots of outliers. I grew up playing a lot of video games. I started on Nintendo back when it first came out and played a lot of Mario, and graduated to all of the various systems thereafter, from PlayStation to Nintendo 64, GameCube, Wii, Xbox 360, computers. I've played all of them, and I, growing up, found my identity in who I was by how good I was at video games. I could beat almost anybody or any of my friends at any video game that we picked up and played, and that is where I focused around my life. After about 16 years, once we got into high school and then into college, I just really started to focus on a specific one, World of Warcraft. And my name in there was Canterbury, and that's what everybody knew me by. That's the only name they knew me by. They didn't know who I was. Nobody did. I was just somebody there that played games with them online. I would play 30 or 40 hours a week and seek satisfaction and affirmation from my guildmates. Through that time, because I was so good at games, I became one of the top 1,000 players out of 15 million people that played World of Warcraft. I had a lot of affirmation and friends through that, but none of them actually knew who I was. I was seeking identity and fulfillment in that sphere of influence. But through all of that, I was never actually satisfied. I was always wanting more. I was always wanting to be known by somebody, and nobody ever could know me through that because I was always hiding behind a mask. To compare myself, I was the paralytic in Mark II. He was stuck in his sin. He was paralyzed. He was known as a paralyzed man, and I was known as a video game player, somebody who played World of Warcraft for 30 hours a week. I was known as Canterbury. And it took my friends and family members pointing that out to me and bringing me to Christ and showing me the gospel and preaching it to me, just as the man who was paralyzed was brought to Christ by his friends. And Christ commended his friends in their faith for bringing him and saying it's because of his friends' faith that he was healed. And so that was what happened to me as well. I used to be known by my troll priest in World of Warcraft's name, Canterbury, but now my life is marked by Jesus Christ.